Hello all and welcome to another video in my journey to 1 million gamer score, and a video which will probably be the shortest video of the series, certainly to date. Yes, there's not a lot of gamer score to talk about in this one, but we will talk about it. A couple of milestones to talk about, one that has been hit and one that I'm now set up to do and hoping to hit next month, and a question I'd like to ask you as well at the beginning. So the milestone, the one that has been hit, is 500 days now in a row I have unlocked at least one achievement. So yes, I've achieved the streak of 500 days of getting at least an achievement a day, so I'm very pleased with that. Now the milestone that I hope to hit next month is 700,000 gamer score. Now I've decided to go for that because my initial plan was to beat my personal best for a month, and I'm going to finally pull the trigger on that like I said I was going to do, and my personal best is 44,000 and something, I forget the 100 bit. But I thought if I hit 50,000 in a month, obviously that is beating it, and that's what I'm going to do. But as you'll see from my gamer score on the screen, I'm a little under 60,000 away from getting to 700,000. So I thought, why not get the 50,000, which I think I'm set up to do. You know, why not push it a little bit further, get the 60,000 and get to the next 100,000 milestone there. So the question I want to ask is to do with me not getting a lot of gamer score this month. Now this does happen to me, I would say no more than once a year, but it can happen to me once a year, probably has happened to me once a year ever since I've been gamer score hunting. And that is basically hitting a little bit of a funk, as I call it, and that is just not having the drive to play massively and get an absolute massive chunk of gamer score in a month, sort of thing. Really hit it hard, sort of thing, you know. Every now and again go for that funk where every day I'm making sure that I've played a little bit, I've got a little bit, and I've got through the day without getting nothing, sort of thing. I've hit a funk, and that kind of happened in May. It really did. So although I did play some games, I played a couple of good games to talk about, which I will obviously go into, and certainly one I'm going to recommend if you haven't played it, but it's quite an old game because it's a 360 title, so you may have done. But I'd like to hear from you in the comments section, does that happen to you? Do you have that month where you're just like, it's a little bit more, willpower needed to sort of get the gamer score and carry on? Do you go through that funk that I've gone through in May? That would be, honestly, I'd be really interested to hear from people in the comments section below. But let's indeed talk about the little bit that I have got. As I say, obviously I've kept my streak going, so I've managed to get a little bit. And most of it is 360, but there's a little bit of 1 in there as well. Okay, the month did start off with topping up Fatal Inertia to 300 gamer score. I did decide that I would win 200 events at least, and I think I got 60 out of this because I think I got that one as well. Yeah. Oh no, and the one below it. Look, that was on the first. So we got 80 game score out of this. So it was just some achievements that I wanted to get on this before I moved on, because this one's not going to be an easy completion if you are a completionist. The difficulty curve after the first sort of events is, it's quite steep. But I thought, well, if I keep playing that first cup over and over again, which had a magnet mayhem racing and a knockout event in it, and then go for the 200 at the same time, I could just get that little 800G out of it. So that's exactly what I did. I thought I'd do that before I moved on. Okay, so I was very kindly done a deal with by my good friend Ross of Bohoho for a Guitar Hero live guitar, because obviously it's different from the standard one. I already had the game and the dongle, so I thought I'd play it a bit, and I must admit I just didn't like it. I must admit I don't like the 2 banks of 3 layout that's on the Guitar Hero live guitar. But I did get a little bit, and it is worth noting on this one that the servers for this are down with regards to Guitar Hero TV, GHTV, and there's a lot of gamer score. As you'll see, look, you'll see the GHTV on this. A lot of gamer score tied to being online or using the server, which doesn't exist anymore. But done the tutorial, completed a set in the career mode, and I finished every song of a single set with a positive crowd as well. And I just saw that achievement there for 3 songs in quick play, so I quickly knocked that one out as well. But I do need to go back to it because there's still some stuff that I can get out of it. But I think I just like the standard 5-button one, so that's what I did with that. So I'm not really big into FIFA nowadays. However, I have played 2 FIFA games this month. The first being FIFA 20, part of the Game Pass subscription, obviously. And I used this to basically keep my streak going. That obviously, like I said, during that bit of a funk that I've hit, which is over. June, I'm going for it. June, I'm going for it, which is over. So I used FIFA because there's a lot of FIFA achievements that you can pick up quickly and easily. Can't remember. The only mistake that I did make, is I did play an entire Champions League one night, which took about 3 hours. Got that achievement there just by playing the game. It just happened. So yeah, win the UEFA Champions League final, and then above it you'll see I won the Europa League final. Yep, should have really done a little bit of research before I started that, because you can go into the kickoff mode, select play a final match, pick the final you want to play, and then just play one match and unlock these 2 achievements. So yeah, did that with Europa League, learnt the hard way with that, but there we go. And a lot of this stuff here, it's stuff you can pick up quickly. Not that difficult at all. I think the top 2 achievements, what are they? Yeah, score a goal from a free kick and win a penalty shootout without missing. So use 2 controllers for that one. Then you ain't got to worry about the keeper saving your penalties, and you can just hit it on target without worrying too much. And obviously, score a goal with a free kick. You can you can move the keeper out of the way with the second controller. I think you press the select button, as I call it, and yeah, when as the defending team, and it selects a goal, and you can just drag him out of the way, and then the other person ends up just shooting at an empty goal. So I didn't spend a lot of time playing FIFA. I say not a lot of time, it was probably still around about 8 to 10 hours. But yeah, 335 for free basically. Well, I say free, it's part of my subscription. Why not just put it out there quickly? Right, this is the game I want to recommend if you haven't played it. James Bond 007 Bloodstone is a phenomenal game. I really, really enjoyed this. I loved every second of it. It's basically a cover-based shooter with driving sections. And I just had so much fun with it. In fact, I've even recommended it to one person who hasn't played it, and he's already bought it, haven't you, Kev? So, yeah, I decided just to play through the campaign on the bottom difficulty, because the difficulty is, as you'll see there, recruit, field observer, agent difficulty. That's the first 3 difficulties, and then there's achievements for finishing each on the 007 difficulty. So I decided to do that. This is me wanting to play games more, finish them and move on without going for more gamer score than I should do, because I could have really gone through the achievements for doing them on 007 difficulty, which I believe I can do, but just take me a long time. But I did the first level because it's more of a prologue and was quick on 007 difficulty, just because I could, and then I decided to move on and play other games, even though I am in this funk, or was in this funk that I've already been mentioning. But I did pick up some other sort of achievements along the way. That one there, the security cameras you can't really miss. I knew that was an achievement, so every time I failed I reset to the last checkpoint. Just things like that. Chain of 3 focus aim kills. So a lot of this, if you know it's there, it's not difficult to target. 3 takedowns in 10 seconds. That's pressing one button at the right time. Finish the level using a pistol gun. Just be aware. A level is actually sort of a bit with a chapter that you don't know it's a level, if you get what I mean. The chapter just plays, as all the levels within the chapter just play entirety without sort of stopping and saying this is the next level. So you won't have to play a whole chapter using the pistol, just a section of it. So yeah, that's exactly what it says. 8 focus kills. You'll build focuses up by doing takedowns. You can store up to 3 at a time, but yeah, play it enough, you'll get that. I mean, yeah, a lot of this was just knowing it was there and playing through it, so I won't spend too much time talking about every individual achievement. But the couple at the top which were quite cool that I decided to go back and do. I did use a guide to find out what all the missing bits of intelligence was. I found a lot of it just through gameplay, but I did miss some of it, because you just when you see this little, I think it's a blue mark on the screen, you press your smartphone and you'll know it's within the vicinity. You can use your smartphone to help you find the intelligence. But some of it is still a little bit random and out of the way, so I used a guide on YouTube to help me find those. I just thought that's one that I will get quickly just by nipping back into the levels using chapter select after I finished it. Why not? This achievement here was quite cool. I used a guide to find out where the 5 fruit bowls were. You have to do it within 24 hours of a real day. So actual day, not sort of in-game day, anything like that, and you have to shoot the 5 fruit bowls. So I used a guide for that. You have to get to a checkpoint to make sure the breaking of the fruit bowl is saved before you back out and then go towards the next one. So absolutely stunning game, absolutely loved it, and I say I will go back to that one some time in the future and go back and get some more achievements out of it. Nothing to add to Forza Motorsport 7. I have chipped away at the next achievement of that. The ones that I've got in that are not, a lot of them aren't difficult, they just take a hell of a long time to do. It looks like finishing one section of the game. I'm going to have to do a race which takes about 2 hours at some point, so that's going to be a commitment for a night at some point. Accidentally started that, do need still to go back to it. FIFA 21 actually dropped on Game Pass, or the EA Play section of Game Pass, during the month, so I knew about those final achievements. So basically all I've done in this game is literally on days when I didn't have a lot of time and just wanted to get an achievement, I did the trick with the Champions League final. Didn't play a whole one this time, just did the Champions final trick, and then did I do the same day? No, as you'll see, back-to-back days, played those, and then play a women's international football match. Ain't even got to win it, so you can sort of just idle your controller while you're doing stuff. Yeah, it will take a long time for things to kick, like free kicks if you're not pressing the button and stuff like that, but, you know, you can idle it if you just want to walk around the flat doing your housework sort of thing, you know. So, yeah, it's just, I've used that just to keep my streak going, and I might pop back to it, but I'm not the biggest Need for Speed fan. FIFA fan. Need for Speed Shift, though. I wasn't expected to be a fan of this game, and I actually am, because I played Need for Speed Pro Street, and that is a track racer, and I got about 100 game score out of it, just over, and there's plenty more than that I could aim for, but I just wasn't enjoying it at all, so I just stopped. But I thought I'll give this a go. We'll see how this is going. And this was much better. This was a lot of fun. So yeah, as you see, I've got 840 out of it, 250 of that's DLC. But the one thing I will say about this is you can get a couple of hundred out of this very quickly. Then after that, it's slow and steady wins the race, and you'll pick up a lot of gamer score in time. But I must admit, I played on the bottom difficulty, just to play through it. You have to do that when you start the game up. Winning your first event, reaching driver level 2, tier 2, 100 Gs. To get to tier 2 is not a lot of stars. Not a lot of stars at all. And if you've got it on easy, you'll fly for it. And obviously getting to driver level 5 didn't take long, and neither did 10. So literally, I played the game for a couple of hours one night, and we've got, 10? 25, another 10, that's 45, 145, 100, well, here we go. Maths I've got to do quickly. 170, and there we go. 170 to 200, 220 in a couple of hours work, And every time you go up a tier, it's worth 100. So reaching tier 3, 100. So when you get there, and a lot of it's earning badges, and they'll unlock along the way. That reach tier 4, 100. I say if you play it on easy, keep buying cars and keep upgrading your cars. It's not difficult, but I probably put a lot of time into this game. But I didn't care because I was enjoying it. I absolutely enjoying it. And when you're in a funk and you're enjoying a game, that's not a bad thing at all, is it? Been playing this recently, Mud. That 210's not been too difficult either. It's a dirt bike game. I didn't think I was going to enjoy it to start with, and then once I got the hang of it a little bit, I actually did. But no, none of this was too... You'll get an achievement pretty much for pressing start, enter the main menu, and then when you go in the right in a couple of the menu modes, you get a 5G achievement for doing that as well. So it baffles me at how just over 5% of people didn't even press start. They put the disc in, let it load up, and that was it. Maybe they were game testers who just wanted to make sure the disc run and didn't press start. So there we go, yeah. Fall off a total of 10 times. You'll certainly get that in no trouble at all. By the second level of Mud World Tour, complete a race. As I say, none of this was difficult. It's again, you can upgrade your racers. There's 4 racers and you sort of upgrade them all. None of them have got abilities over the others. I think a couple of them start with a couple of abilities when you unlock them. It's a lot of getting coins and buying stuff. The one thing is to know, where is it gone? Perform 30 scrubs, that's not difficult at all. Once you learn how to do that, you have to press and hold A before you sort of take off on a jump, and then when the little meter thing in the middle builds up, you just let go of it and that'll do a scrub, and then when you land, it gives you a boost. But that's an accumulative one. Buy your first equipment card. Buy a trick card, that'll do. Yes, buy the 5th level in Mud World Tour. You'd think you have to buy them in order, but you don't. You can actually just buy the 5th level if you've got the coins to do it. And there's an achievement for buying the 9th level, which, again, you don't have to buy levels 6, 7, and 8. You can just buy 9 if you've got the coins, and that achievement will unlock. But win a quick race in official mode. That was the last one. I just nicked out of it quickly. I don't think I finished with this game. I'm enjoying it. I will come back to it. But we got 210 out of it in probably around about, I don't know, anywhere between 6 to 8 hours worth of gameplay. Okay, Forza Street's got a little bit of a story behind it. That is a mobile game. So basically, I had a day off work. But I had to go out in the morning. I went out in the morning. It was about 1 o'clock in the afternoon by the time I come home. I come home, flicked on my light switch, and no lights came on. We'd had a localised power cut. After contacting the electricity board, they said to me it's going to be sometime between 7 and 8 before it comes on. And I thought, right, I've been in a situation before, believe it or not, February, the first year I moved in, and it didn't come back on. I had to wait another 2 hours, and it didn't come back on, and then it came on just before midnight, and I just thought, what if that happens again? So I got my phone out, I downloaded Forza Street using 4G, and I literally popped one achievement out of it, and I'm so glad I did. Funnily enough, I am going away on holiday soon, so I'm making sure mobile games are on my phone, and Forza Street, I was thought, well, I'll keep logging in, so the log in every day for 7 days achievement should unlock on one of the days that I'm away. And lo and behold, I got a car that gave me achievement, and I thought I'll do one race. I did something in that one race and got an achievement. So I was like, okay. But yeah, I've got plenty of mobile games to keep me company on holiday. I've got Forza Street, I've got the Sudoku one, I have got the Wordament one, and I've got the Mahjong one, which I've never even started. So then there's tons of each. So the streak will stay alive while I'm away on holiday. I'm not worried about that. But yeah, Forza Street, free download phone on your phone. There's certainly 180 there, which you can get really easily. Okay, and then above that, Dynasty Warriors Gundam, which is what I've been playing lately. 7 hours worth of gameplay for 100G so far. The achievements in this, they're not difficult, some of them, they'll just take a long time. Got my mobile suit up to level 10 today, about a couple of hours before I'm making this video, and I've cleared official mode using one character. I'm working on clearing original mode with one character, and yeah, it's, the chapters and the levels in this are long. The funny thing about it is whereas it does say, data must be saved to unlock this achievement. So after every level you complete, it gives you an option to save, and if you've done the requirements to unlock an achievement, it won't unlock unless you save it. So if you don't save it, you then lose your progress and have to do it again. So after every level, even if you fail, you've got to save it. So all of your progress towards upgrading your suits and upgrading your pilot are saved as well. But yeah, it's a fun game. If you like Dynasty Warriors games, it's a Gundam take of it, and you'll enjoy this. So, and I must be honest with you, 7 hours, you don't stick 7 hours into a game if you're not enjoying it. So, and I am. So, having a lot of fun with Dynasty Warrior Gundam, need to return to that. So, yeah, 100G out of that in 7 hours. And that is it. And as I say, it's not a lot this month. It isn't a lot this month. As I say, I really want to hear in the comment section below, about have you hit a funk with your game score, if that is your bag and that is what you're into, I was going to say I've been game score and achievement hunting for a little over 11 years now, and it's happened in the past, and it'll probably happen again, but yeah, it never normally happens for longer than a month. I've just had my month this year, I'm hoping, and I can get my targets back on. And next month, fingers crossed, if I don't hit 700,000, I'll be bloody close. I will definitely be getting 50,000. I've got 42,000 basically in the bank, I think, and there's always easy games coming out. There's still a wall full of 360 games to play through, and yeah, there's plenty of me. There's no reason why I can't do 50,000 in a month. Certainly no reason why I can't attack the 700,000 I want to get. I mean, there's some games in Game Pass which I haven't actually accounted for, which I can get the full 1,000 Gs out of as well. I think there's at least 3 I'm looking at, but they'll take more of the hour mark rather than your easy 10-minute jobbies, which aren't really that rewarding as well. Plus, there's also looking at what I can get out of my laptop, if it could just about run some of these games. Fingers crossed, hopefully it can. It has in the past. But anyway, ladies and gentlemen, yeah, hit the comment section below. That would be awesome to hear from you, certainly about my question at the beginning. But apart from that, that just leaves me to say thank you very much for watching. Hit a thumbs up if you have enjoyed this. I always appreciate your support. I welcome anyone to follow me on Xbox Live. And that just leaves me to say, yeah, thanks again for watching. And as always, please do take care.